Hello everyone and welcome. It's Hugh here at Loxone and we're back with another one of our focus series videos looking in a key topic in Loxone. Now today's topic is quite a straightforward one really, but it's one that has a lot of power. I'm a big fan of this and this is Autopilot Designer. And so what we have with Autopilot Designer is we have a way in which the customer through their app can actually create their own automation. Think of it like a very slimline version of an if this then that system. They can say an event, and when that event occurs, what action they want to take. So very powerful for the customer to be able to do straightforward things in their app without having to do it through config. And so we have a brief from the customer that they want all of the shading in their house to close at sunset or at dusk. So at dusk, all of the blinds automatically go down. It's fairly straightforward. It's exactly what you would want in any house in which you were doing shading, regardless of whether they were automated or not. When it gets dark, close the blinds. And using Autopilot Designer, we have a really slick way of doing this. So if I move my screen over to config, if we weren't using Autopilot Designer, this is entirely achievable in config, and it's entirely achievable very straightforward in config. All we'd have to do is go to the page where our shading overview is, head over to times, find pulse for dusk, and stick that in complete down, and we'd be done. I could save that in, and I've just achieved our brief, absolutely perfectly ticked off. But the problem with that is this is on config. The customer has no oversight over this. The customer may all of a sudden decide that dusk is fine for maybe their downstairs shading, but they may go, well, our kid's bedroom, actually, we want the blinds to go down at a specific time instead. And this is then where config doesn't really work, because the customer then has to phone up their installer, the installer has to log in, the installer has to make those changes, save it, and then if they decide that it still isn't right and they still want to make tweaks, it's just a constant backwards and forwards. So with scenarios like this, why don't we empower the customers to do it themselves? And that's exactly what we can do with Autopilot Designer. So when they're in their app, whether it's the web interface or an app on the phone or on the tablet, it doesn't really matter. But when they've logged in, they can then head over to the magnifying glass at the top right. When they do that, they've got the option for Autopilot Designer. And this is where they can make all of those things happen themselves. So they can press plus and they can select an event or multiple events. And so they themselves could say, at dusk, I want the action to be for shading, and shading overview, fully close. So then at dusk, the action is fully close shading. Tick, done. Exactly the same as in config, but done through Autopilot Designer, which means that on a whim, the customer can turn it on and off, and they can amend it. And as I said, this then is much more flexible than doing it through config, because what if I have a garden party that's going to go on into the evening and I don't want my bifold door blinds to close because people are going to be in and out going to the toilet and going to the fridge to grab themselves a beer? Turn it off. When the garden party's over, turn it back on again. And with Autopilot Designer, you can create loads of different events. So I could say that it is, for instance, when I'm in the operating mode away, so when away becomes active, I want an action of music in the, let's say, outside, if we've got a couple of speakers outside, to play a text-to-speech message that reads, have a good holiday. And I could add that as an action. And we can do all those kinds of things with Autopilot Designer. We can read a text-to-speech message that says good night when night mode becomes active. The key thing to remember about Autopilot Designer If an event happens, then an action occurs. You can add multiple events, but all of the events that you add are ANDed. So as an example, if I wanted to call my kids down for dinner when dinner was ready after they got home from school, I couldn't do this. So I couldn't say if Monday, if Tuesday, if Wednesday, etc., because they're all ANDed. And it can never be Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So if I wanted to do this, I'd have to create 5 different autopilots to say if Monday active, and I could do if event of time equals 5:30, which is when I make dinner. So if Monday and 5:30 p.m, action, music, in the bedroom, text to speech, come down for tea, add action, tick. And that would then work. But if I wanted to do that every day of the week, I'd have to create 5 of them. And that is it for autopilots. You also get a lovely history of every time an autopilot has been run so that you can see it very, very nicely. And then back over in config, if I just load from the mini server, so I pull the data back off the mini server, now that I've created autopilots in the app, I now have a new page here called autopilots. And these autopilots, if I double click on them, it tells me what the autopilot is. So this one is pulse for dusk equals 1. So if there is a pulse for dusk, shading overview, input complete down. I can see my second one here. If await operating mode is 1, so active, action, music server zone 4, text to speech, have a good holiday. And then the third one, if Monday equals 1 and time equals 5:30, music server zone, text to speech, come down for tea. And that is autopilots. You can, as of the latest version of config, also add triggers to autopilot so that you can trigger them separately from the autopilot itself. So you could define some custom logic to trigger it. You can also reset them and turn them on. And there's also an output now for when an autopilot is enabled. So if you wanted, you could create some additional logic within config for if an autopilot gets run. But other than that, that is autopilots in a nutshell. So you have a range of various events. So your events can be times, categories, or operating modes. And then your actions can be alarm, alarm clocks, any of those various categories. Lighting, heating, security, and shading are going to be your main ones, and music. And you can also trigger operating modes as well. So I could even trigger that on a specific time, on a specific day, it goes into a specific operating mode if I wanted to as well. Autopilot Designer, sorted. Thank you very much, guys, for taking the time to watch this. Hope to see you again soon. Otherwise, goodbye.